Tonight topic, how I stay motivated despite other people. As I mentioned. And the link, see and hear more of as there. And go there yourself, Louise's Journey XO, and look at all the comments. The other person, Louise. I guess I'm not going to talk about her now anymore. Top 3 ways I stay and I stayed motivated despite. 1, my family. Not perfect, although my family, including my parents, and all animals, and all botany, and all pets, all fur babies, including myself, them, and my parents. And since the ones that died, dead, my mom and I, etc., family, not others themselves alleged were related to, instead, family. Number 2, keeping up with some botany. My botany. 3, I had lots of family support recently. There's more than 3, actually. Family support. 4, I know who they were, and I don't care. Were they to, they're stalkers. Were they to, die? I don't care if it's an illness, whatever. I won't be going to their funerals. I really, truly don't care. I'd have to have a celebratory beverage, maybe a glass of wine, maybe vodka and Coke. I haven't had one of them in a while. Maybe a ginger ale and vodka. Jump for joy. Despite my injuries and wounds that happened to me April 28, 2026, I'd actually do quite the happy dance, silly dance. Because I really don't care about them. They're stalkers and they are of not any interest to me whatsoever. They're outside my family unit and they can stay there. Those other people. I just really don't care about them. All I care about is my family, including myself, all boundaries, all privacy, all confidentiality, all boundaries, all safety, all security, all privacy, and all confidentiality. Right from one end to more others. 5, what keeps me motivated? Faith. Religion. Religious. Science and medicine. Number 6 now because I didn't write anything down. I'm just, maybe 7. I'm not counting really. The next one, how I stay motivated despite those other people. Read a few pages out of a good book. Read a few pages of a good book. Walk fit. Went to my simple, cozy kitchen. Got something to eat. Something simple, such as a vegetable, a fruit, a bread, a russet baked potato and condiments, with and or without another filler, pasta. Good pasta meals, they're good. Corn on the cob and or popcorn. Mushroom omelet, mushroom soup. Hot tea. Get myself a hot tea, hot beverage. Brush my hair, scalp, hairline hairs with a brush and or a heated brush. Brush that's hot to put the temperature up. Once on, brush my hair, hairs. Go on the internet and do my own stuff. Sometimes watching another's video. Another live stream. Sometimes just, this is what my pet peeve is, music. Listen to music. I listen to all ranges of music. Very many. Pop, dance, reggae, rap, rock, rave, techno, all of it. Country. Country is my favorite because you don't have to sing in key. You could sing anyhow, and it almost always sounds good to the ears. It always sounds good to the ears. It sounds perfect music without effort. It's just the way it is. And what disappoints me is how many other people chose to forget all meanings and all definitions that one little word, music, music. And since those other people did, they developed what they lied was a fear, instead themselves persecutory delusional. All about, all tune, all about, all names, all named Bellis. All historical, all geographical, and all financial, and any all new. And I'm not just talking about real estate. I'm also talking about botany, such as Bellis perennius. Because themselves mentally ill. And not lawful, not sane, and not legal. All that stuff, not legal, not lawful, not sane, not competent, and not employable. Instead, and themselves narcissistic, abusive stalkers instead. Another way I keep myself motivated despite those other people, I do my meatless Mondays as often as I can. I don't care that I didn't do them all. I try and do one and more newest. I like doing my pasta and or pizza Tuesdays and or pizza and or pasta Tuesdays. I like being omnivorous, flexitarian, vegetarian. Those are all who, all what. Have not stopped my being motivated despite all those other people. I continue body positivity, natural aesthetics, and body neutrality. With and or without eating another bag of potato chips. 28 grams and or more. Honestly. I work less because I chose to, because I resigned from most everything. I'm semi-retired, helping my mom more, and when my cats were not well. And then since my Rudy Noel dead, and my medical leaves of absences, tomorrow is the same as many other meatless Mondays, where I want to turn off the internet and Wi-Fi's, spend time with my family, ignore all those stalkers, as I mentioned, and just have some quality time, lots of rest at home, and good foods, condiments, and beverages. More, such as hopefully some raw avocado on toast, seasoned with salt and pepper. I don't know that I have everything bagel seasoning. cook some broccoli, stovetop boiled, cooking hot, cold water boils hot. Broccoli and asparagus. And maybe a cup of cooked rice on the side with and or without some soy sauce. Before I finish my tea, wonder what color. Colors. Uh-huh. These are good. Ah, pink. Good. Best foods I ate tonight. I was gonna have it with yogurt. Actually, I should do that. Have some tomorrow, some yogurt. Or Tuesday. XXX. Hi. What's the time in Indiana? Discuss some emojis. You're so pretty. HY. But you. Good morning. Is it morning? It's night. Night. I renamed this. I came back. That's just new. It's the most prominent one I have, you know, the most subscribers. It's the channel I use the most. That's mine. And I'm back. And I changed it. Avril and Pets for babies. Bellis Fairies Gardens. At Beauty Beyond Size Foodist Beauty. The Bellis Witch. Avril, all before, all during, all later, and all since October 31, 2020. 23. And I'm going to use all that stuff I mentioned before and continue with my project, my spring and summer project. It's a little project, although botany. Myself and pets for baby's Bellis fairies. Gardens. Garden. New. Small, although behind schedule. Now I should have had it already started with the soil in the pot, ender pots. I don't want to do it with seeds. I wanted to have it, pre-existing growing garden center. And I don't want anything. I do want edible, but I don't trust other residents. I've had bad experiences before with other residents next door where we lived before did dirty instead of us. And elsewhere too from above down. It was really, really gross. Such as tomatoes, such as peas, such as corn, such as cucumbers, such as anything that's edible, human consuming. And I know on balconies, cats are not supposed to use as toilets, although my cat did. And did anybody complain? I don't care. I washed it down. It was something that my cat did. Were I to have another one, I'd get those dog and cat pee pads and I'd keep one outside with me just in case. Because then I could scoop it up and it's not any harm to anybody else. Put it in a bag and dispose of it accordingly. Not the animal, not the botany, the pee pad with whatever on it, urine and or feces. You should come over sometime and lay. I don't like water beds very. I get kind of, you know, sure they'd seem comfortable, but I possibly, especially with a concussion, not want to wake up and, you know, guess, water. It has been more than 2 years since I've had a bath in my bathtub. A bathtub. Hotel and or elsewhere. It's been a while. Excuse me, beauty burp. Every reason I want something to eat, I swallowed some biotin, a dose of, and it started just lingering there. Chocolate is good for healing. I believe it helps the healing. Not every day. Moderation. Something my cat and I did. I don't do as often as I used to. And at some time I used to not want to colors blue. I stopped wearing, or I think that's because of the bereavement. And then nowadays I'm like, oh, a little bit. Doesn't upset. I don't cry at the mere sight, such as a water bottle label or a blue pen, a blue scrunchie hair accessory. I don't get too upset anymore. I just sort of, the hair accessory is pretty good because then I don't see it once it's in my hair. I know it's there and I can feel. I just know that, I'm not going to see it, such as a ponytail scrunchie. That, and my cat was not the only pet fur baby. I've had other ones, and I've had more than one pet named Blue. And we had a blue budgie, parakeet, blue and white. And I had a green and yellow and some blue highlights. I believe the budgie had blue highlights. The color blue is a significant color in my life. Whereas the color purple, I could take it and or leave it. The color purple I can take and or not take. I don't care. I really don't like the color purple. It's not my favorite color. It's actually one of my least favorite colors. And I did when my cat, although when my cat alive, it was like a combination of blue and red. Wore lots of purple lipstick, cosmetics, fashions, and accessories. Now I've come away from it quite. Although that could change too. You sometimes make promises to the dying, and then when they're dead, sort of look at photos of them and just when it's colors, it's difficult. Although, such as my cat, I promised my cat maybe one more cat if and when we need one. I need one. Although I have to wait more time, and I was like, maybe it might just be another fish. I don't know what the breed and or species the fish. I don't know what the species will be. I have no clue, and I can't do that yet right now because I can't, even a container this size. I don't know. Recuperating and recovering. I did not stop my motivation. Despite all those other people, I have not stopped recuperating and recovering. And my face is healing pretty good. Well, I am good. My face is good. It's pretty well. It's not going to be very much in the way of scarring. And I don't think I have anything like broken because it's already shown up my nose and everything. Seems just have to lose a little bit more of the swelling. Puffy. That's why I ate cucumber today because I felt puffy. Cucumber and raw radish felt puffy. I look puffy. That's all the stuff that, those are all the ones that I haven't stopped my motivation that I get well. I'm not sick, I'm just, this is what I call my recovering, physically challenged temporary. I'm not disabled, although physically challenged. I can hardly wait for it to end. My foot and this the most, and then I could just, when I finish doing this live stream, I'm putting my head on some pillows and elevating my feet, especially my right foot. This I have adapted to, and now a pillow is all about my foot. And it's odd because I remember coming out of the hospital walking around without much in the way of a limp that April 28th. I remember I complained about it, but I didn't have that much in the way of a limp. But then the pain was being all about my hand and fingers and thumb and my head. My toe, my big toe on my right foot was like that, squished over, came off. Now that everything else is healing, I can feel the pain all the more. My foot, my toes. Excuse me. I beauty burped. Well, thank you for all the little red hearts I see in the corner there, streaming one right after the other. Oh, thank you. Do you want to see my hand? I have to do my physiotherapy exercises. It's not gross. I'm not doing anything that I'm not allowed to. It looks more normal than I expected. I think he's getting there. I can get it up straight. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. See, it's quite swollen although. The swelling hasn't all gone down. I'm allowed to take that off and then do those extra physiotherapy things. See it here. I don't like how it feels. I never will until it rectifies. I'm hoping it does. I could. It's getting there. I'm staying motivated. Have a nice day.